Times Now gets you the real proof, the actual CAG report on the CWG. The key question that needs to be answered is if the Prime Minister ignored the advice of his own sports ministers. The proof are letters accessed by our channel, which show how former ministers repeatedly advised the PMO against appointing Suresh Kalmadi to the post of CWG OC chief. It's proof that raises some very pertinent points. Was the Prime Minister being misled on Kalmadi? If so, by whom?
The mother of all scams on the Commonwealth Games has come back to haunt the UPA government, reaching the doorstep of the Prime Minister, questioning Suresh Kalmadi's appointment to the post of CWG Organising Committee Chief.
The report details how the PMO allowed for the appointment of Suresh Kalmadi as a CWG OC Chief, even after the GOM had paved the way for the appointment of the then Sports Minister Sunil Dutt to the same post. The report also points out how Kalmadi intentionally delayed several projects, leading to gross irregularities in the functioning of the CWG.
The CAG report also raised questions on why the PMO paid no heed to the repeated warnings of the then Sports Ministers Sunil Dutt and Mani Shankar Iyer on financial irregularities in the CWG-OC.
The letter dated 14th November 2004, written by the then Sports Minister, the late Sunil Dutt, where he wrote to the Prime Minister saying that it was behind his back that Suresh Kalmadi was being appointed chairman of the organising committee despite a different decision taken by the group of ministers on the issue.
Times Now also has letters written to the PMO by senior officials warning the government against leaving CWG funds in the hands of someone who is not in the government. The document which proves that Kalmadi was made the head of the CWG-OC with the PM's approval. And lastly, the letter written by Mani Shankar Iyer warning the PM about excesses of Kalmadi and his cronies. But despite the proof, the UPA government on the defensive, making every attempt in the book to justify the Prime Minister's actions.
There would not have been any games. This is what Mani Shankar Iyer perhaps wanted. He always was against the games. Sunil Dutt wanted to be the chairman of organizing committee. Both these things were not possible. So had Prime Minister listened to any one of them, there would have been no games.
But the move raising several questions. Was the PM informed by the then Sports Minister that the rules were flouted to make Kalmadi the CWG-OC chief? Was the PM specifically warned about the dangers of having a non-sports appointee as the CWG chief? Is it true that within 10 days of the objections, the PMO gave the go-ahead for Kalmadi's nomination as the CWG-OC chief? Was the PM misled into ignoring the repeated advice of his ministers on Kalmadi? If the PMO was indeed misled, then who in the PMO or outside misled him? Bureau Report, Times Now.